Have you ever wondered why crabs walk sideways? This is just one of the intriguing aspects of these remarkable creatures that we'll be diving into today. Crabs, with their hard exoskeletons and scuttling movements, exist in an array of shapes and sizes, each one more fascinating than the last. They are much more than just seafood or beach dwellers. They are complex organisms with unique behaviors and adaptations that enable them to thrive in diverse habitats. From their distinctive sideways walk to their complex social structures, crabs are truly a marvel of nature. We'll be exploring the detailed anatomy of crabs, shedding light on their interesting behaviors and the critical roles they play in their ecosystems. We'll also take a look at their habitats, highlighting how they adapt to survive in both land and sea environments. So buckle up for an exciting journey into the world of crabs. Stay tuned to uncover the secrets of these fascinating creatures. Crabs, unlike us humans, have a very different body structure. Let's dive into the anatomy of these fascinating creatures. Crabs belong to a group of animals known as arthropods, which also include insects and spiders. One of the defining features of arthropods is their exoskeleton, a hard protective outer shell. Crabs have this too, but theirs is a bit different. It's called a carapace, a single piece of shell that covers their back and sides. This carapace is made of a tough material called chitin, the same substance that makes up the exoskeletons of insects and the beaks of squid. It's this carapace that gives crabs their distinctive rounded shape. But what about those prominent features, the claws? Well, those are called chellae. They're essentially modified legs, and crabs use them for a variety of tasks. They can use them to catch and handle food, for defense against predators, and even for communication, waving them around to signal to other crabs. Each claw is different, with one usually larger and stronger used for crushing, while the other is smaller and sharper, perfect for cutting and slicing. And then there are the legs. Crabs are part of a subgroup of arthropods called decapods, which means 10 legs. But don't let that name fool you. 2 of those legs are actually the aforementioned claws, leaving 8 for walking. But why do crabs walk sideways? It's all down to the unique structure of their legs. Unlike us, crabs' legs are jointed sideways, meaning that moving to the side is actually the most efficient way for them to get around. It's not just a whimsical dance, it's a marvel of natural engineering. So there you have it, a quick tour of a crab's body, from the protective carapace to the multi-purpose chellae, right down to the sideways jointed legs. There's a lot more to these creatures than meets the eye. So, the next time you see a crab scuttling sideways, you'll know it's not just a quirky habit, but a part of their unique design. Now that you understand the physical structure of a crab, it's time to explore their lifestyle. The life of a crab is a fascinating journey that begins as a minuscule egg. A female crab can lay millions of eggs at a time, and these are then released into the ocean currents. It's a tough start, as not all of these eggs will survive the perilous journey. Yet, those that do embark on a remarkable transformation. Once the eggs hatch, they release larvae called zoea. These tiny creatures are barely recognizable as crabs, with long spines and a small transparent body. They float in the ocean currents, growing and changing, until they metamorphose into the more recognizable form of a juvenile crab, a stage known as the megalopa. Now comes a unique process that sets crabs apart from many other creatures: molting. As the crab grows, its hard shell does not. So to increase in size, a crab must shed its old exoskeleton and form a new one, a process known as molting. It's a risky time for crabs, as they are vulnerable without their protective shell, but it's a necessary part of their growth. Crabs are not just restricted to the ocean. They can be found in a variety of habitats. Some species, like the Christmas Island red crab, spend most of their lives on land, only returning to the sea to lay their eggs. Others, like the freshwater crab, have adapted to live in rivers and streams. And of course, many species inhabit the vast expanse of the ocean, from the shallows to the deep sea. From tiny eggs adrift in the ocean currents, to hard-shelled adults navigating diverse habitats, the life of a crab is a journey of growth, change, and adaptation. It's a testament to the resilience and versatility of these remarkable creatures. Clearly, crabs lead a very intriguing life, wouldn't you agree? Crabs aren't just interesting creatures, they also play a vital role in our ecosystem. These fascinating crustaceans, with their hard shells and scuttling movements, are integral components of both terrestrial and aquatic environments, serving as both predator and prey in the food chain. Crabs have a wide and varied diet, consuming everything from algae and bacteria to detritus and small invertebrates. This omnivorous diet helps to keep our ecosystems in balance. By grazing on algae, crabs prevent these plants from overpopulating and choking waterways. Similarly, By consuming detritus, they assist in the decomposition process, breaking down organic matter, and returning vital nutrients to the soil. But it's not just about what crabs eat, it's also about who eats them. Crabs serve as a food source for a myriad of species, including birds, fish, and even humans. This places them squarely in the middle of the food chain, connecting the flow of energy and nutrients from the bottom to the top. Maintaining healthy crab populations is therefore crucial for the overall health of our ecosystems. A decline in crab numbers can have far-reaching effects, disrupting food chains and throwing ecosystems out of balance. So the next time you see a crab scuttling along the beach, take a moment to appreciate not just its intriguing nature, but its important ecological role as well. As you can see, crabs are an essential part of our world. In this short time, we've explored the fascinating world of crabs. We've delved into their unique anatomy, from their tough exoskeletons to their powerful pincers. We've journeyed through their life cycle, from tiny larvae to mature adults. We've discovered their diverse habitats and their vital role in the ecology, maintaining the balance of marine and coastal ecosystems. We hope you've gained a new appreciation for these sideways walkers. Until next time, keep exploring the wonders of the natural world.